Good morning, my beautiful mystic tribe. Welcome back to Coffee with Cards, your daily tarot reading. I'm Mystic Jen, and welcome to my channel. I thank each and every one of you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. And I like to keep it real. Sometimes I could be raw. If you are not a person who can appreciate me being me, even with my occasional F-bomb or frequent F-bombs sometimes, then I'm probably not going to be the reader for you. I am not a, what would they call that? A fantasy reader? I tell it like it is. Okay. Now, with that said, this is a reading for the collective, meaning collective application. It may not be your story. This may not resonate with you. Just take what bits do, leave the rest for somebody else, or I will see you in the next reading. You can feel free to switch it, reverse it, twist it, okay? But don't try to make it fit if nothing makes sense, if you understand what I'm saying there. I got a hair in my face. So, without further ado, grab your cup of coffee, sit back, and enjoy the show. Okay, we're going to start with an overall energy for you, an overall message. Let's see what you, I, them, they, him, her have in store, right? Even the Empress and the asshole. Okay. Okay. Show me overall energy, please. Show me overall energy message. Okay, we got a number 27, which is a 9, which is kind of that energy of flying solo, hermit energy, self-discovery. Okay, we have Pluto energy. To me, Pluto is going against the norm. Okay? It's that energy that, you know, a lot of people misunderstand. Pluto is that tower energy. Scorpio energy. Okay? Pluto is a ruler of Scorpio, by the way. Okay? For some of you, Scorpio season might mean something to you. 9 months from now might mean something to you. What is 9 months from now? This is end of April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay, so we're looking at moving into Capricorn, end of Capricorn season, beginning of Aquarius season for some. Anyhow, what Pluto is it is known as a transformational planet. Whatever area of life Pluto hits, it transforms. It is a destructor. It tears down what is not working for us, right to rubble. And then there is a rebirth energy about Pluto as well. After the destruction comes the rebirth, the rebuild. So, some of us are going to be in that destruction phase. Okay, the demolition. Thank you, Spirit. Perfect example. Demolition. Okay, I don't like my kitchen. Okay, so what am I going to do about it? Let's get the fucking sledgehammer out. Let's start just beating the shit out of it. Beating up the counters, taking it all out. Hauling it out to the garbage, getting rid of it. Okay, now what? I can't cook. I don't have any counter space. I don't have a cupboard to put my dishes away. Okay, let's get into rebuild mode. Let's rebirth this kitchen into something beautiful, into what it was meant to be. That is the energy of Pluto. That is the energy of the tower as well. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get into the meat of your reading. Okay, show me the cards I need to see for the collective. Please. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me what's going on with the collective or whoever needs to hear this message. Show me the messages and the cards for whoever needs to hear this, please. Show me, please, what's going on with the collective in this reading. What is this Pluto energy? Thank you. Okay, for some of us, and this may be in work and career with this King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Why did I emphasize Capricorn? Because we already saw that a potential timing is Capricorn season. So whatever message is coming forth here may take all the way to the next Capricorn season to fully play out, just so that you know. But these are this is simply just energies. This is not also this is not gender specific, just so you know. I'm reading the energies. But this is somebody who's very much in control, who's learned something, who's built themselves up. That's what this is. You've built yourself up to a certain point. Okay? So, the next thing is, what's next? The Lover's energy. The Lover's brings a choice and decision. Pluto is encouraging to examine where your heart lies. Whether this is in career, in your relationships, life in general. What do you want? That's what Pluto is saying. Well, what do you want? You've built yourself up to a certain point here. You've established yourself at some place. You've established yourself in a relationship. You've went through all the other phases, all the way from the Ace, through the court cards. Your energy went from there all the way through the 10. Or another way of looking at it, you started out as the Page, an idea, inspiration, job offer, text messaging with a new love interest that was slow to grow, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. You came in touch with your practical side, your practical emotions. You embraced that nurturing, that growth, growing into the King energy. Finding the masculine side, balancing out the masculine with the feminine, meaning your intuition, your patience, managing things in your life, different aspects of your life. There may have been something that you may have been really loving this life here and the path that you have been taking. But with the Lover's card, you're at a choice. You're at a crossroads. Okay? You are trying to find your passion. Find that fire. Son of a bitch. I do apologize about that. That was a phone call that I had to take. I had to. It wasn't a personal call. So, anyhow, where was I? Okay, we were talking about that choice and decision, being at that crossroads. I feel this place of restlessness. Okay? You've reached a certain point, but you feel it's like you're seeing yourself that you can't move forward beyond this point. There's this restlessness, there's this energy of, I know there's something more to this, right? I know there's something more. And hence the Lover's card. And it's like maybe you've outgrown this old path. Thank you, Spirit. Truly grateful. Whew. You've outgrown an old path. You're at a crossroads where you're trying to find your passion. What is it that I love? What is it that I really want to do with my life? What type of relationship is it that I really want? I will get some clarifying on this to see some more of why you've outgrown this or why you may not be satisfied, even though you've reached a certain point or a certain milestone, a certain goal. But you feel like you can't go any further. Okay? Lover's card, for a lot of readers, would automatically indicate, oh, this is about love and relationships. Not necessarily. There's nothing here indicating to me yet that it's love and relationships. It is a choice, a decision. The original tarot was labeled choices, not the Lovers. Okay, that came later. I did my research on the history of this, of the tarot, okay, of what is known about the tarot. So I read it as a choice, depending on the context. In generality, if I would have seen Ace of Cups or Two of Cups, stuff like that, Three of Cups, I would say, okay, there may be a decision of taking a certain relationship to the next level. But with the King of Pentacles here, that is in the practical sense. Pentacles are our physical environment, our finances, our careers. They're things that we value. Okay? That would have been the King of Cups. Again, I may have been reading that as a love interest. Okay? So let's move on. What else here? Nope, not taking that. I don't go with half-assed turns. Wasn't feeling that energy. Come on. Show me what else we have for the collective. Yo, bro, you called my name to use you in this reading. Thank you. And it's the exact amount of cards that I need. Okay. Star energy. Another major arcana on the turning point. This is finding your destiny, finding your pathway. This is looking at you're looking at the bigger picture of your life. Not just love and romance, not just work and career. Your life in general is what I'm getting. You're looking for some direction. You're trying to find your divine guidance. You're mixing things up here. There's a sense of balance. There's definitely indicating to me balancing out your energies. Finding your passions, finding your pathway. Then we have another major arcana, the World. You're definitely exiting a cycle, that Pluto energy. Okay? It's like you are tearing down something that you have outgrown or is no longer serving you, that you're not completely satisfied anymore, that you want more. So you're reaching for the stars here, and you're going on another path. You're ending a chapter. You're closing a chapter out. Eight of Swords. But you got to get out of your head about this. And this is a mental conflict here. There's a fear of this change. This is almost a similar energy that we had yesterday. A fear of change. A fear of stepping outside your comfort zone. This King of Pentacles is representing your comfort zone, folks. It's representing your comfort zone. But you've reached a certain point, but you can't go beyond the King. You can't go beyond the King. So, you're at that crossroads. You're letting fear, though, keep you from progressing forward. You're trying to reach for the stars. You're dreaming big. You're looking at your pathways. You're figuring out what path you need to follow. There's this desire here to close a cycle out so that you can go towards something new, something exciting, something that sparks your passions. Okay? But you're trapped in your head. It's like, I can't do this. I can't do this financially. I can't do this for whatever reason. And a lot of it, I feel, is a fear of failure. I got to keep it real. You're holding yourself back. Exactly. A fear of failure, Five of Cups. I told you. I knew it. That's what that was. There's this Five of Cups energy with this reading. We had the Five of Cups yesterday, I believe. And with a change like this, of this magnitude. Now I'm seeing the energies intensifying, which is also coinciding with the eclipse in a couple of days. Yes, folks, we are 3 days away from that eclipse. The closer to the eclipse we get, the stronger the energies, the stronger the transformation comes about, the stronger the discomfort that we feel internally rises up. Okay? It's rising. It's going to climax. It hasn't climaxed yet. Okay? We're getting there. We're at the Five of Cups. Okay? When you get to the Ten of Swords and you know you're at a climax, or you get a Tower at the end, we know we're at a climax. Okay? But this Five of Cups is a sense of loss, disappointment. And it does knight that King of Cups. A sense of disappointment, thought that we could go even further with this career path, or this path in life, or this relationship. But we got to a certain point, and that's it. Cannot see beyond that point on the current pathway. Hence, we have to switch gears. We have to switch and change things up. We're looking at the bigger picture. We're looking at the long term here. We know that we have to close out a cycle, and with the closing a cycle does come some emotional pain. Can't help that. It's part of change. It means we have to give something up in order to embrace something new. The Three Cups on the ground is what we're giving up, what we're letting empty out. That is no longer serving us. The Two Cups behind is the new road, the new venture, the new opportunities. This change does trigger us on an emotional level. Okay? It's not an easy transition. We are definitely struggling with this. Okay? Mentally and emotionally struggling with this change. As human beings, we like things to be predictable. We like to know what our next move is. We don't like surprises, and I feel Pluto does bring an element of surprise to us as well. Okay. I love it. High Priestess. Overall energy here. High Priestess are things that we cannot see. Just as I was saying, we like predictability. We like to know what's happening and what our next move is and where it's going. That is what the scary part is about this whole scenario. The uncertainty. And this change is requiring us to trust the divine guidance, to trust our intuition, our opening up our heart space and our crown chakra, and intuitively feeling our way through the transition. Not a comfortable place at all. Not a comfortable place. Should be fun, right? Sure. Sure. We all like to tear down and start over, don't we? Not really. Well, maybe it depends on your sign. Capricorns, fuck no. You know, this energy makes me internally feel uncomfortable, but seeing this, I know that it's manageable, and it's a knowing how to embrace it, not fear it. Okay? Need to embrace this change and not fear it. That is the key, along with trusting our intuition and our divine guidance. Those are the key ingredients to getting through this eclipse, getting through this massive change and transformation, this tower moment on steroids. Okay? This is a tower moment on steroids. So, plain and simple. The tower does not have to be feared. It does not have to be negative. I don't view the tower necessarily as negative. Okay? Every single card in this deck here has a negative aspect and a positive aspect. Or should I say, not necessarily negative, a less desirable aspect. and a more positive aspect. Has two sides, the light and the dark. So you know, I read the energies. I'm not reading reversals. Sometimes you'll see me read reversals. I'll let the reversal come out if that's the way Spirit wants that particular card to come out. But when I'm reading the overall energies, I could pick up reversed energy without the card being reversed. Okay, and I feel that's one of the aspects that makes me a good reader. Okay. Okay, going with this King of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Death card. Pluto fucking energy. Transformation and change. That you're stressing about. Stressing over this change. Because the High Priestess, we don't know where the fuck it's going. Or what is going to happen next. Some might be actually stressing over the fact that this relationship or this career path is going nowhere. It's flatlined. Flatlined, okay? So we're being forced to look at the bigger picture, to open up our minds, to open up our heart space, and be real about it, okay? But not be fearful. Okay, show me the Lover's card. That was very telling. It's like divided. Definitely divided. Stressed over the current situation, but even more stressed over the change. Something is definitely ending. Come on, show me. We only take the turned over cards, flipped over cards. Thank you. Okay. Can you say choices? Four of Wands energy. The 1111. We are being forced into, because something is coming to an end, we are being forced into that Lover's energy. Finding our passion, finding it, what it is that we love, what it is that we can celebrate and make us happy, and yet bring stability. Okay? I will throw in love and relationships for you, okay? I hear you guys screaming. But what about my so-and-so, my Taurus, or what about my Scorpio, or what about my Leo, or what about my Aquarius? I get ya. I got you covered, okay? There is a chance of a stable connection or leveling up here. Maybe that's a change you guys fear. That you've been stagnant at a certain level, feeling like you couldn't take it any further. Then there's a surprise change that comes in, and your partner wants to level up. Maybe they want to march down the aisle. And you're saying, I want to change, I wanted to progress forward, but I didn't expect this. And that fearful energy of that level of a commitment. That's for some, not for all. But that's what I'm picking up on for love and romance right here. But there's something very passionate here with the King of Wands. Now, somebody's lighting your fire. Somebody lights your fire. Somebody's enthusiastic. Somebody's very passionate. But you're scared of the next level of commitment. Even though you want it, but you're scared of it. Okay, I am dropping that energy. And we're moving back to the other. Because that's where the spirit flow seems to be. Now, with this change, this decision that you have to make, you're trying to choose something that you are passionate about. Passionate about, that brings stability. That is your decision, your choice. Okay? You may have multiple choices, multiple pathways that you could go down. But you're trying to find the one that really lights that passion within you. Something that you could see your vision, see you in. A path that you could visualize yourself walking. Okay? And you are trusting your intuition. You are trusting that inward guidance. Show me the star energy. What's the chances of getting the Eight of Swords again? Along with the Nine of Cups, but this makes sense. You're cautious, you're scared because you've been burned. Okay? You've been burned before. You might have made wrong choices before. You're not trusting your judgment. You're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting your inner wisdom. You're not trusting your intuition. Okay? You're receiving certain guidance and it scares the fuck out of you. Because they're showing me that you took a wrong road in the past. And you may have been guided towards two pathways in the past. Somebody was guided between two pathways. The one pathway was really strong only because it was more of an emotional thing. It was more of a thing, I want, this is what I want. Not taking into an account if that was the best for you. Okay? If that was really where your passions lie. And that is back here. This is the past. That you felt like you made a wrong decision because the growth was limited. Now you're being presented with new pathways. And you're scared to death again of making the wrong decision. Yeah, you've been burned. Okay. Show me the world energy. Show me the world. Show me this world. This completion. I know it's the past completing. This is turning over a new cycle. Show me the world card, please. You might be dealing with a fixed sign, just saying. Seven of Swords. In this instance, this is not being... this is not a cheater card in this particular reading. What this is this? This is a self-deceptive card. This is running away from the decision, running away from the choice, maybe choosing to stay still, even though you know you have to roll with the punches. You have to roll with the changes. Some of you may be trying to avoid disclosure, avoid the change. Others of you, you're progressing forward and you're taking the lessons that you learned and you're running with them and you're running into the future. Leaving the bullshit, leaving this behind. Okay? I'm hearing mind over matter. You're looking at and evaluating what you're leaving behind. And you know that that is the right choice. Some of you may be, okay, thank you, they're telling me feeling robbed of time. You feel like you wasted your time on this past situation. I'm here to tell you you didn't waste your time. Now they're showing me more. You may have made a wrong decision. However, you learned something from it. And you could take that, what you have learned, and apply it to where you're going. Okay? Emperor energy. The Emperor takes action. The Emperor's very strong-willed, Aries energy. And I feel that there needs to be... I'm getting a sense of discipline, understanding that you have to be disciplined to be successful moving forward on your new alternate path. Some people might say, oh, so they did something wrong. There's a place of authority. You know, there could be law. No, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that energy here. So I'm just saying that because somebody's saying that, oh, that means, oh, are we going to court? Are we doing it? Am I dealing with a narcissist? No, you're not dealing with a narcissist. This is just simply your energy of knowing you have to be disciplined. You have to be driven. You have to be focused. Okay? And they're okay, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Truly grateful. They are also showing me not to be focused on the past. Not to be focused on the mistakes. Do not focus on the mistakes, folks. Do not focus on what you perceive as time lost. Okay? Don't. Be focused on where you're going and the lessons that you've learned and apply them moving forward. Okay? Show me this 8 of Swords, please. Show me the 8 of Swords. Show me the 8 of Swords. Show me the 8 of Swords. Thank you. In this case, the Hangman came out in the reverse. I know that he was upright before on the deck, but he came out in reverse. This is one of them exceptions where I will read the reversed energy. This is no longer being stuck. Okay, these two cards contradict each other. Stuck, not stuck. Stuck, not stuck. And they are showing me having the willpower to cut yourself loose and quit sabotaging yourself and quit holding yourself back. Okay? Seeing things in a new perspective. Being enlightened and educated. You know, if you are educated, you don't have to fear this change. Roll with it. Okay? Anything else? Some of you may be considering reconciling something from the past. Apply it as needed. Whatever area of life this is covering for you guys. I sprinkled in a little bit of relationships there, but Spirit's not speaking in that. Spirit's speaking on a general term. Okay? You know what your choice and decision is, whether it's between two people, two companies, two career paths, or staying single or getting into a relationship, running your own business, self-employment, or W-2 job. You know your scenario. It's going to be different for everybody. But this is, some of you are thinking about going to something that you may have abandoned before. We're going back to up here, that stressing over the change of being stuck in a pathway that you saw no growth in. Okay? When you entered that particular pathway, you know, when we choose a path, we're always presented with a choice. So, before all this, it could have been a month ago, 6 months ago, 6 years ago. Doesn't matter. You were presented with a choice. You went down a certain pathway. You may have abandoned or chose not to go down a particular path and you went down a different one. Some of you may be revisiting an old pathway that you rejected, that you chose not to take a roll of dice and take that walk. Okay? This is telling me that you are looking into the cups, you are evaluating them. It almost tells me that there could be a job offer, a relationship offer, or something like that. Somebody coming back wanting to reconcile things, or somebody wanting a second chance, or an old opportunity resurfacing. This is also representing the opposite of the teardown, but the rebirth and the rebuild. So you are in a position of rebuilding something. And also, if this is not revisiting an old pathway, this is about rebuilding after abandoning a pathway. Finding that balance. Instead of this being something from the past, this is something about balance and emotional harmony. Okay? Finding that equilibrium. Evaluating the cups. There's still an element of past energy here, as in taking a look at your mistakes that you've made along your way and preparing yourself and making sure that you are ready to move forward and not make the same mistake again. Okay? Or mistakes. It could be a mistake or mistakes, plural. We all make mistakes. We all travel down pathways that maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe our intuition screamed at us, but we thought we may have taken it as self-doubt instead of our intuition saying no. And we go down that pathway anyhow. Hence, we now move to the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups energy is speaking about that loss, that emotional loss, that disappointment. Again, I get this emotional space of being disappointed either with another person, a company, or even within ourselves. That we failed to grow. I do not feel that this is a failure to thrive. Okay, this is not a failure to grow. But the growth has stopped. You have grown and went through the ranks. The Ten of Pentacles didn't get there overnight. Didn't go from the Ace to the King. Boom, done. Okay? Or you didn't start out as the Page and move directly into the King seat. The King got there through growth, expansion, and learning lessons. And you learned some lessons about your practical life, about your relationships, your interactions with people on a personal level and a professional level. Now, let's take a look and break down this Five of Cups. Man, my readings are getting really deep, aren't they? Okay. We have the Chariot. Chariot represents success. It also represents change. Okay? This is the card of moving forward towards success. This is, we have two Sphinx here of opposite color. We have a black one, we have a white one. This is telling me there are two distinct options. You may have other options around you, maybe a few. I'm only seeing that through the Six of Cups. But there are two distinct ones. And you're afraid of making the wrong choice again. That's where your intuition. I know that your gut is pulling you in one direction. And you're fearful and questioning it. Not because your intuition is saying, oh no, that's the wrong pathway. It's because the fear that you're not certain where that pathway leads you, even though your intuition is saying, trust it. Trust us. Okay? Seven of Wands, yes, very defensive. Standing your ground. You may come up against opposition of the path that you choose. And as creatures of the human race, we like to take the path of the least resistance. This here, I'm showing you not doing that. You're standing up, you're fighting through it. Okay? The sevens is assessments, and it's also determination here. Being determined to overcome the obstacles that stand in the way. So, the path that is meant for us or meant for you may not be the easiest path, but may be the right one for you to, in order for you to grow at the rate and at the height that you want to go. Justice. This is definitely divinely guided. There's a certain path that's opening up to you that is good, but unknown. Uncertainty. But again, you're being guided to trust that intuition. That is being on the right pathway. This is, again, weighing your options out. Cancerian energy here. Libra energy. Okay. I think I did mention Aries already. Oh, we got Pisces here. Okay, as well. Show me this High Priestess energy. Ace of Cups. You people that want the love and romance juice, there it is. Trusting your intuition. There's a choice and decision about staying with the old. Something that has no growth, something that's going nowhere, something that's flatlined, that it's almost like the emotions are out of it, to choosing something new. Ace of Cups is not something old, it's something new. It's a new start, it's a new emotional start. It's emotional satisfaction. And it also promotes a healing aspect. Okay? Show me more. And again, an awakening and that intuitive intuition on what path to start on. I'm not taking those. Come on. Okay, I'll take this one. Okay, Knight of Swords. This is you. You're definitely taking action towards something that is going to be emotionally fulfilling. If you are on the current, this is as of the current path, following your intuition, it will lead you to moving forward, taking action. Okay, taking action on your intuition is going to lead you to something emotionally fulfilling. Queen of Pentacles and Lovers on the bottom. Again, I feel security. Again, we have a choice and decision. Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Pentacles. Need I say more? Working on something. The universe has a plan. Working on a plan for you. Moving out of that stuck energy. Something that's not emotionally fulfilling. Making a choice and decision. That crossroads. Seeing your whole world ahead of you. Making those plans. I don't think I need to go any further. Spirit speaking very loud and clear. Okay, which one please? Okay, this one. We're going to get an animal totem here. Yep, my band broke. Of course. Yes, I do put rubber bands on my decks. I do not damage the decks, but I do that because I don't have room for all of my cards in their boxes. Lack of storage, no boxes. I kept a few boxes that I liked for aesthetic purposes, but I want to keep all the right cards together. Makes it easier for grabbing the proper decks. Now, not all my decks have bands on them. When they're distinctive, they don't need them. Similar border colors and stuff, yeah, I band them just so that it makes it easier to grab the whole deck. Okay, I know you didn't need to know that. Why I was telling you that, I don't know. Somebody was saying, well, I know why. Because somebody's saying, why the hell is she putting rubber bands on her decks? That's why. Yeah, and after a while the rubber band breaks and I put a new one on. Okay, show me which animal totem would like to speak to the collective today, please. Seriously? Let me see what we have. Okay, we've got 3 of them. And we will go with them. Okay? You got the polar bear, which is mystic. Absolutely. Something that's mysterious, something that's unknown. This path that you're going on, you are uncertain of where it is leading. And it says, know that the challenges make you stronger. I've been saying this all along. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, renew your strength. Hello, Judgment card. Yep. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. That's trusting your intuition, folks. In a nutshell. Okay? Then we have the swan, which is grace. There's a picture of the swan. It says, what does it say? You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform, there's that word transform, into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. I think that's very self-explanatory. What has this whole reading been about? A transformation, a change. Right? The last one is coming, how the inventor, the raccoon. I love this one. Raccoons are very resourceful. They invent things. They're very, very clever. A story is had a raccoon around, put a lid on the garbage can, because the raccoons, oh my gosh, they drive me nuts getting into the garbage. And then you have a nice little mess in your yard to fucking clean up. It's like, get the fuck away. Bungee cord the lid to on the garbage can. You know those fuckers figured out how to get the bungee cords off. We put a couple of them on the garbage can lid. Keep the garbage can closed. Those motherfuckers figured out how to get those bungee cords off. That's what we're talking about here. You're faced with a dilemma. You think outside the box. You contemplate. I have this problem. How am I going to solve it? Then you implement your solution for your final resolve. Okay? The raccoon says, decide on what you really want. Hello! What has this reading been about? The transformation and being forced into a position where you have to figure things out. What pathway you're going on. What is it that you really want? You have the in June. I can't pronounce this. I don't know why. I can't get the word out. That's my post-stroke syndrome from my stroke that I had 2 years ago. Unity. Your ingeniousness, okay? To claim it. Basically, your creativity, your bright, brilliant ideas. You have the ability to claim it. You have the ability to figure out what you want. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. There you go. This is about finding your genuine self, your genuine path, the pathways that you need to follow. That's it in a nutshell in this reading. It's nothing to be feared. It's something to embrace. It's something to understand. Understand that there is going to be emotional losses. But also an emotional loss or disappointment that is necessary for your own personal growth. That's what this reading is about. It's about your personal growth. And part of that personal growth is your identity, what you identify yourself as. Is it a plumber? Is it a nurse? Is it an educator? Is it a salesperson? Is it a creator? Is it a healer? That's what this is about. The next phase. What do you identify with in embracing that? You know, what we jived with 10 years ago, we may not jive with now. It's called change. Change is not just external. Change is internal as well. But I am going to leave you guys there. This is a long enough reading. And I love each and every one of you. And please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps my channel out a lot. And I appreciate everybody who does. Feel free to leave a comment. When you leave a comment, your energy gets... I'm able to get into your aura, into your energy, and you may find some more readings that actually jive with you, that resonate on even a deeper level. Okay? And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. And I will see you in the next one. Love you all. Blessed be.